Oh, man, you know what? Alan is such a legend. I've had the privilege of having a couple of sessions with him as well, and this man is doing phenomenal stuff. Alan, what a legend, my friend. But it's all about boxing. It's all about taking us back, remembering some of those epic movies. JP Sebastian's with us this morning.
Yes.
Dude, there's so many movies out there. Of course, you know, Rocky, you know, that's...
There's a whole list.
There's a whole list.
Like 12 rounds, you need a bit more than that, man. There's so many classics. I want to talk to you today then about modern possible classics, quality, cult-like, just in combat sports in movies in general, not just boxing.
Maybe movies that you might have missed.
Some that you might have seen, but you just deserve to watch it again. That's
you deserve to watch it again.
No,
I like
for
that.
real. Like, I went through like a bunch of these to make this list, and geez, I feel like I could fix ESCOM at this point. I feel strong.
Let's start talking about this Warrior, for one.
You have Tom Hardy on your radar. Why have you not
Tom Hardy.
seen Warrior? Dude, it is so good. So I caught this at a time when I was a snob about MMA because I used to do traditional Budo, and you know everyone who does the traditional martial arts is like, oh no, this is for plebs. But seriously, this really turned my heart around. It's really Joel Edgerton as well, by the way, not just Tom Hardy. Nick Nolte is incredible in this movie, guys. If you've not seen Warrior, I know that a lot of you have. Be prepared to cry. I did not know that I was going to. I love any kind of movie where, especially a man who's fighting with himself, who believes that he's fighting with the world, is told, it's okay, man, it's not your fault. It's not your... And you must see that. Like, you must have seen that so many times, like in the gym, like people with inner fights.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this bears out on the screen in the same way. So
all right, so Warrior definitely, look, if you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, go watch it again.
Absolutely. 2011.
In the spirit of Creed that is releasing, Foxcatcher, my brother.
Dude, and you've seen Foxcatcher? Channing Tatum?
I have. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's a 2014
Yeah,
movie.
you probably suppressed it because it's a bit dark. So true story, this one. And this time it's wrestling that we're looking at here. Channing Tatum is this guy he's done the Olympics. He's won the medals. His life should be better, right? No, he's out in his bum. And he has this billionaire collect him basically to, before Trump even, make America great again in a way. So where some people bring their personal story to the fight, this guy wanted to load the political onto the dimensions of the wrestling. And then obviously things take a really, really wicked turn because it's a recluse billionaire who has no idea how to socialize with other people and whatever. And it's another important story that I think you see in fight stories, whether, like in the last Creed we saw, for example, you had Drago fighting through his son rather than fighting for himself. The coach sometimes trying to fight through the student and all that kind of story. So again, this guy sort of embeds himself in a dangerous way into Channing Tatum's path. And
it's quite strange at first when you see him on screen for the first time, and it's like, it's this weird,
Carell as a comedian doing this role.
Brilliant at that role. A Prayer Before Dawn, my friend.
Serious warning. So we're talking about dark here, R-rated. If you don't have the constitution for this, if you don't have the basement like Rocky does, then do not watch this movie. It is hard. Another biographical movie about a dude who's an outsider, a fish out of water, to put it in a very mild kind of sense. He was caught drug trafficking in Thailand. True story, this guy. In 3 years, he gets in the worst Thai jail. He's a British dude. He doesn't know the language. He's sort of out of his scope, but he finds that Muay Thai is his sanctuary. It's his serenity. It's his place of calm in the madness, and it helps him find his way out because he has to eventually fight national prison tournaments and stuff like that. And the story is so real, man, that like the guy in real life couldn't even make it to the premiere because he fell back into a life of crime. He was in jail again during the premiere of his own story. So all these fight movies, it's about struggle, it's about forgiving yourself, it's about knowing that you're going to be broken.
I love how the sense of fighting and boxing and Muay Thai brings that inner peace. And realization.
Yeah, man.
Which I think is fantastic.
Quiet all the noise and find that inner control.
Dude, we have two more movies I quickly want to chat about. Valhalla, and the other one is Fighting With My Family. Run it through very quickly.
Valhalla Rising is as a cheat, I don't care, but I just love Mads Mikkelsen. He is employed in this movie as a slave fighter. So he is a mystery character in 11th century Norway where these Vikings just feed him challenges, basically, and he's put to the test to try and fight his way out of this situation where he's got a chain around his neck at all times. Complete madness. The director is Nicholas Winding Refn, previously gave us Drive, previously gave us Only God Forgives. Great director. And Valhalla Rising should be on your radars. Look, a lot of these will be on streaming in some places, and a lot of these will come back to streaming if you can't find them immediately, because they're all possibly modern classics in the making.
Okay, cool. Just quickly, Fighting With My Family.
Really have to point this out because obviously there are a lot of Pugh stands out there right now. Midsommar, of course, Florence Pugh, etc., etc. Great little actress. back then she was little. And this is a biopic that's from the WWE production universe. You think, oh, they made John Cena's the Marine, it's gonna be corny or whatever. A lot of big heart to the wrestling story of Paige biopic here. But I tell you what, I'm gonna run away with myself again and talk about Creed, which is out this weekend.
Yes,
and
this is why we're doing this.
Absolutely, man. Getting so psyched, getting so hyped. And what I need you all to do is to maybe build up an appetite for Creed by watching some of these movies. I told you, you're gonna feel like the king of the world. You're gonna feel 1,000 times larger. Let's have another look at what went into the basement, into the, I keep using that word from Rocky, the blood and guts of making the movie Creed 3 out today in South Africa.
Adonis Creed has been defined by boxing his entire life. But is boxing all Adonis is? How do you raise the bar for the man that we've gotten to know throughout Creed 1 and Creed 2?
Mike wanted to tell a story that honored the legacy of Rocky, but was different. And a big part of that was introducing Damian Anderson.
How long were you locked up?
18 years, bro. I know I've been away a long time, but I still got gas in the tank.
Adonis and Damian have a real past. They grew up as children together in a really tough environment.
They shared this boxing dream together. So imagine what happens when you have to watch someone live that dream without you. It can breed resentment.
Damian was like family.
Hey, what you doing, man?
What I gotta do. Some of my methods you might disagree with me.
I had a clear vision of what I wanted this story to be. So this opportunity to direct the third installment is so personal to me.
Getting to see Mike approach directing in an almost athletic way was incredible to watch.
Good. Working with Mike was a real collaboration. And when you feel that trust, it's the best gift an actor can have.
This is a movie that lends itself to that big screen experience. The fights, the action, you want to see that up close and personal.
It's all on the line here.
I ain't scared of death. What you gonna do? Threaten to take my blood?
All roads led up to this moment, and we need to see what happens next.
I can feel my heart rate rising just watching that. Dude, it looks insane. Creed 3 out today. Catcher JP, thank you very much for joining us, just giving the lowdown, the guts, what do you call it? The basement.
Got nothing left, Adrian.
We'll be back after the break.